What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the current market conditions and what we're seeing. But before we do, this was a post that I posted. Crypto goals moving forward: identify peaks, consolidated peaks, buy when investors are bored, take long-term investor outlook, not professional financial advice. Okay. So why did I say that? Why would I flash back to this comment I made on the 13th? Well, um, it's as you can see, at that time on the 13th, for example, if we just look at the market cap, people were bored, and we had gone through that panic phase, and then the market has started to run sideways, right? But if we look at the 7-day, you can see on the 13th we were at about a $425 billion market cap, but we were even as low as 415 billion. And because I posted that in the morning, it was probably more close to this range here anyway. So what's the point of correlating the post in this? Well, if you had bought when investors were bored, see, so at that current time, and this was only, what, 36 hours ago, almost 48 hours ago, what was the current situation? People were saying, oh, well, Bitcoin still has to retest 6,000. Are we out of the woods yet? No. So maybe Bitcoin still has to test 6,000, maybe even as low as 5,000 at some point. But if we just operated on hypotheticals alone, that it's supposed to do that, because remember, the TA guys, and this is where I'm at with TA. TA is very valuable, and I can see some great aspects of TA. But it's not, if it was 100% always correct, then everyone who knew TA would all of a sudden become a millionaire, right? And even the TA guys, they'll tell you that some of them will say 50-50. It's 50% right, 50% wrong. So if you would have bought yesterday, we had made a video 2 days ago, and we were saying that we had thought those were decent prices, and people were saying, well, why are you guys telling people to buy right now? And in my mind, I thought, well, people are bored right now. They say buy when there's blood on the streets, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, should I buy when there's blood on the streets? Because I saw this thing crash pretty hard when I thought blood was already done pouring, but it kept on pouring. So then in my mind, it was like, well, buy when people are bored. Because when that started to happen, you started to notice there was stability. Everybody's like, I'm out, man. I'm done with this crypto stuff. I'm upside down. I'm out. People were doing that, right? So now the market's kind of surged. People got bored with Litecoin. They were, bashing Charlie Lee, they're saying this and that. That would have been an indication to buy, because the investor sentiment had gone inverse of where it had been, which was euphoric. But now, because the investor sentiment is euphoric behind Litecoin, I'm not touching Litecoin at this price. Could it keep going up? Sure. But because it's euphoric, I'm not touching it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the market. If you were to say, hey Jeff, what should you get, Bitcoin or Litecoin right now? I'd say buy Bitcoin at this price. Bitcoin under 10,000, I like. Litecoin over 200, I'm not touching it. Okay. So what other positions do I like on this list, right? And this is not professional financial advice. This is just my opinion, right? Right now, IOTA over $2, I'm not touching that. EOS over $10, I'm not touching it. Cardano under 40 cents, I like. So as you can see, I'm saying that as of right now in these market conditions, I'm not touching many of the top ones. And if I was to start looking at some of the positions that I might consider, I would honestly stop at Tron. And I know that might not sit well with many of you guys, but I like Tron at this price. I also like VeChain at this price. I think VeChain's a nice price here. I like Icon below $5. Okay, so I like Tron, VeChain, Icon. What else do I like? This is just me spitballing and shooting it as I see it. I would say I like Binance Coin at 1072. I really like Binance Coin under $10, right? So let's keep going here. And Walton Chain is pretty decent. This Waves is something I got to learn a little bit more about. I'm keeping my eye on Waves. So that's something that I got on my radar. People wanted to FOMO into Revain yesterday. The time to buy Revain is not when it's shooting up, guys. This Ucash, I mean, I guess it's done all right, but it showed signs of being a pump and dump, and I'm not really too interested in Ucash here right now where it's at. And I'm not saying it was a pump and dump because I don't want to toss around allegations loosely because I don't know, but it did pump and, it fell off. So it is what it is, right? Let's go ahead and keep on looking here. Okay. Kind of liking Dragon Chain at this price. Like Digibyte at this price. What else do I like at this price? I think Ethos, long term. I like Ethos under $5. Now these are, you have to give these cryptocurrencies and this whole market some time to mature. So when you're taking out a position, be like, I'm putting this money away for at least 6 months to a year. Like, that money is tied up. You're not touching it for 6 months to a year. When you're putting your money in there and you're making your investment, now, granted, if it shoots up way sky high, then it's okay. If you really need to take your 30 times gains, okay, whatever. But if it goes down from where it's at now, because you've got this long-term investor mindset, you're okay, right? Syndicator. Syndicator had a nice rally there. I think Syndicator under 20 cents is possibly worth considering. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I like Quant Stamp at this price. I've talked about that before. What else do I like? I like Vertcoin under $5. I do. Yeah, so there's quite a few coins. This Navcoin, just what the heck has happened to Navcoin? Let me see what happened to Navcoin. Yeah, Navcoin was a boss. 460. Okay. That caught my attention. This PayPal has been interesting to watch. This Ubic, however you say it, is interesting to watch. Deep Brain Chain is in a nice buy position. And you can pick it up. Yeah, wow, that's Deep Brain Chain, $110 million market cap. Wow. If and when it revisits 63 cents, buying it at 12 cents will make you look like a stud, right? So we'll see where that goes. That's KuCoin. That's where you get that. Man, I might say Deep Brain Chain is a heck of a great buy right now, honestly. What else do we like? Altcoin is nicely priced at under 0.005. Simple token is in a nice price range. Theta token's cool, but it's really hard to get. Utrust. Wow, let's take a look at Utrust. What is the deal with Utrust? So these guys, they have something coming up where they're going to be speaking out of PayPal alongside PayPal. And if you guys know about how the news can drive the price, because remember, TA is one thing, but TA cannot predict news because news is not in the charts, right? Unless there's some sort of universal law that governs charts and news correlating together, which is pseudoscience, right? So I'm not going to subscribe to that. So I'm going to assume that news and TA are two totally different things that are equally as important. So when is this? Let's take a look here at this Utrust. We're just spitballing, guys. This is just like a live feed, but it's not a live feed. Okay. So let's see here. What do we got? When's this Utrust? Utrust will add vital buyer protection to cryptocurrency online payments the 19th of April. So there's going to be big news coming for Utrust then. Oh, here it is. Utrust. PayPal must be worried about this payment platform's April launch. So April, there's going to be some big news for these guys, right? But there was some conference. Oh, look at, they retweeted us. And I've never talked to anyone at Utrust, by the way. So if you just were wondering if I've ever talked to anyone there, no, I'd like to. If you're watching and you're from Utrust, feel free to reach out to me. We'd love to do an interview. Okay, so we are excited to announce the official presentation of the Utrust platform will be held 19th April 2018 in Amsterdam at the Zero In Conference, featuring a worldwide live stream. Stay tuned. So, oh, here it is. Yeah, okay, it was right there at the top. Google, Microsoft, PayPal. So why do I bring this up? Well, if we know that news typically drives prices, people are bored with Utrust right now, right? So we can anticipate some sort of interesting price action based on historicals. Is it guaranteed it's going to drive the price? No, it's not guaranteed. But if we know that news like this typically drives the price, it's something to keep an eye on. So when you have something like Utrust seriously undervalued like it is right now, I mean, or where can you get it? Will be KuCoin, right? So it's been as high as $1.38, sitting at 27 cents. You know, same as what I was just saying about Deep Brain Chain. If it revisits that high, something like this could be an interesting purchase, especially being that it's really at a low here. I mean, it's really hit it's running sideways, so that would indicate that it's kind of bottomed out. So from here, you have bored investors, you have a bottom really, and you have big news coming with their launch that's supposed to compete with PayPal. To me, this looks like a pretty good buy at this opportunity, but not professional financial advice. And if you do step into this position, you need to do your own research to see if that makes sense for you. Why do I put that out there? Well, that's why you guys tune into this channel, because you want to know what I'm looking at, right? That's why I talk about U-Trust and Deep Brain Chain being at these flat lines right here. Nothing really happening. And if I just go back to the market and see if I see anything else like that, this rise, to those of you who've been in rise for a while, I know we talked about it and you guys were asking what happened. They actually shot up, so that was kind of weird. I don't know what to think of rise right now, why it shot up like that, because it took the bottom. I even tweeted to Rise, I said, what's up with the tech? They're talking about exchanges. I'm like, what's up with the tech? But it did go up 318%. So, and we talked about Rise back in September, you know, so it's not like something we talked about recently. These projects are interesting, aren't they? Altcoins. How's that one doing? We talked about that one a while ago and we haven't revisited it. Woo! Yeah, Altcoins. Everyone was so excited about Altcoins at 288. If you're excited about Altcoins then, why aren't you excited at it when everyone's bored with it and it's running sideways? It's hit a bottom, right? I mean, Altcoins is sitting in one of those positions where, I mean, do they have any news coming up? Let's see what their news is. And this is just how I observe the market, and I'm taking you guys along for the ride. All the latest project developments right here. Okay, so they're posting that 19 hours ago. You guys can check on that. I'm not going to do that in this video, but if you liked Altcoins at that price when it hit the market here at what, 288, you know, it's almost $3. What, you don't like it because it's running sideways and it's flat? You mean when it's a good opportunity to buy? That's what the charts have told us historically, right? Even if we look at Tron, right? I mean, Tron had that price action. Look at Tron price action. Well, if you own Tron right here, you were pretty bored, weren't you? And how long did that take? That took a while. You would have, if you stepped into Tron back in September, you had to wait all the way until December until you even got some sort of action. That was 3 or 4 months, right? Okay. And then you got some real nice action in January. But that's the thing with the projects. When they're running flat like that, and they're solid projects that you believe in, at some point in time, when their news drops, it's going to run. And that's kind of what we're looking for in cryptocurrency, guys. So anyways, subscribe to this channel if you're new here. Click that bell if you like videos like this, and we'll see you guys next time. You can also check us out on Instagram at Altcoin Buzz. And you can check us out on Twitter at Altcoin Buzz IO. And here's a link to all of our social medias that you can get right through our Twitter. We'll see you guys next time.